So this is it then, the business end of the season for our Minimax racers here with their super final. The man that's put it on pole was the man that won last time out, kart 777, Seb Mins. Seb, put yourself on pole again after the last time out. You must be absolutely thrilled with how this weekend's gone.
Yeah, it's been all right. I think the heats I could have scored a couple more points, but it goes how it goes, really.
Mate, you're sounding very melancholy. You had a brilliant round last time. You're sitting in pole. It's the final weekend of the season. It's the super final. Come on, you must be really up for this.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, best of luck. Just sitting alongside Seb, though, is Noah Wolf, championship leader coming into the weekend. Noah, the championship is yours, really. You've got one hand on the trophy, haven't you?
Yeah, just got to finish it off. Don't do anything stupid, and I think it's mine.
It's pretty hot out there today. How's that affecting the tyres? I imagine you're getting quite a bit of grip.
Yeah, lots of grip. Tyres wearing out. So you got to adjust your driving as the race goes on, but nothing too hard.
And what about the man lining up in pole, Seb Mins? You had some great battles with him this season already. Is he a big threat this weekend?
Yeah, he's very fast.
All right, well, best of luck. That's Noah Wolf there. Let's take a little stroll down. We've got Finley here. Finley, Bucky, as it says on his legs, sitting yourself in third place in this super final weekend of the season. Tell us how it's been going so far. You must be thrilled with where you sat.
Yeah, it's been an alright weekend so far. Like, we've had a couple of incidents there then and now, but managed to get ourselves into P3 for the final, and we're hoping to go for the win.
And just tell us about the circuit here at Three Sisters. Is it one that you enjoy? Have you raced here before?
Yeah, it's a very fast circuit, quite bumpy as well.
Quite bumpy. Is that good news or bad news?
Bad.
Bad news. All right, well, best of luck, sir. Just taking a little walk down. Let's see what else we got. Argenti, obviously one of the big teams who are here. Our man in fourth, Thomas Mins Spearing, always getting a mention on the UKC programming. Thomas, tell us about your race so far, or your weekend so far, sitting here in fourth place.
It's been a great weekend. We've had some good heats leading up to the final. Not really in the championship fight, so we're just going to go all out in the final.
Yeah, try and get yourself on the podium. Like I say, the championship perhaps is a little bit too far away, but you think you got a podium shot looking ahead at this one?
Yeah, definitely.
What have your mechanics been saying to you? I see here on your steering wheel in big letters, printed out on a little sticker. You might not be able to see it, but it says smooth there. Is that the word on the street? Is this what the mechanics have been telling you?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you as you're sitting here through your head? What do you think?
Just need to be smooth and calm and collected, really.
Yeah. All right, well, best of luck. That's our top four then here in the Minimax Super Final. Final one of the weekend for these kids. A full grid of 34, really exciting stuff. We're waiting to go. Let's go straight then to your race commentators. We've got Jake Sants and Alan Taddy standing by to give you the full rundown.
Sebastian Mins versus Noah Wolf on the front row. Bring it on. Finley Buck and Tom Spearing on row 2 from Jack West and Liam Hartley. Michael Walker and Josh Turnbull are on the 4th row to make it an all-Coles racing affair. And Finn Leslie is there in P9 alongside Charlie Very. Then it's Addison Smith and Jack Thompson from Joshua Graham and Michael Dalton. Gabe Cullen and Alex Zingarevich for Argenti. Then Powell and Fluitt and Kilpatrick and Reed will round out the top 20. Lizzie Mentier alongside Kasper Tomilewski. Then Sawyers and Quaker from Edmonds and Cottrell. Zach Turner and Jensen Pritchard from Oliver Grundy and Albert Wilton to round out the top 30. And then it's Riven Welsh who takes up his place at the back of the field. So who's going to get the better of this duel between Sebastian Mins and Noah Wolf? Our onboard camera for 360 degrees is Finley Buck. And it's going to be interesting to see whether he can charge his way through to the victory. They are backing this field up massively on the run to the main straight. So it looks as though we're going to have an incredibly tight run to the front of the field. And who is going to get the job done? The engine revs are going to rise and we're going to go racing here at Three Sisters. And that is Jack West behind us trying to make the dive into the first corner nice and early. Tom Spearing is just going to hold on as they go through that first couple of corners into Lucy's Valley. And it's Mins from Wolf, Buck, Spearing and Jack West. So a good start in the Minimax brigade. On board with Finn Leslie as he's now going to try and take on Josh Turnbull, who's already got his hands off the wheel, trying to gesture as he dives in. Oh, he's hit him! He's hit him! And that's Josh Turnbull and Finn Leslie off the road. That is catastrophic for Finn Leslie, trying to get second in the championship, and he's used the cut through.
Yeah, now he's missed part of the circuit. Now, if Alan Bryant, the clerk of the course, has seen that, that's a one-lap penalty right there.
Well, that is disastrous, and that is obviously going to drop into third in the championship. He was level second coming in for the weekend, don't forget. There's no chance of getting P2 in the championship with him down in P27.
Championship over effectively. Onto the valley then, Seb Mins sets the fastest lap, 47.308, off the valley through Dunlop onto the straight towards Paddock Bend, scene of the accident. Talking about scene of the accident, that is about as close as you want to be to karts doing 65 mile an hour That gentleman may have been out to Italy, where they love to stand on the track and wave flags. Not the safest marshalling you'll ever see.
The epic Minimax conclusion at Three Sisters continues. Finn Buck's going to get a run here on Sebastian Mins, and it looks to me as though Spearing might get the same run on Wolf. So Buck is through into the lead, Spearing through to third place.
It's kart 31 out now from Finley Buck as Seb Mins drops down to second place. Finn Leslie obviously was in second place in the championship coming into the weekend. He is now running almost stone cold last. That is probably the end of his championship chances, I would think. I don't know that my trackside math is all that good, but it's really not that great for him, that's for sure. He's going to be gutted with that earlier incident with himself with car 83, Joshua Turnbull.
Cheers, Kev. It's a very easy looking pass there for Finn Leslie on Albert Wilton as he tries to make his way back up through the field. And obviously it's a very difficult race to finish the season on then from Finn Leslie. Seb Mins giving Finley Buck pressure down into the braking zone. Just gives him a little love tap, just a reminder, I'm still here, don't back down. Josh Graham sets the fastest lap, a 44.3 for the Argenti ace, and he is currently trying to work his way forward as we watch the battle for ninth place. This is Zingarevich versus Addison Smith, back on board with Finn Buck, and he is still trying to hang on to the lead.
Also in the top 10 got Jack West in fifth, Liam Hartley's there, Michael Walker as well, Josh Graham on the 88. Should apologise, by the way, we've had problems with the timing that you usually see on the left-hand side of the screen. It's basically playing the invisible man at the moment, so we're hoping he's going to come back, but it's disappeared for the time being.
Yeah, it's a technical glitch, but I have to give massive credit to Lauren Harrington-Carter, who has been the official timekeeper for UKC all season long and has done a sensational job, almost single-handedly, all the way through the season.
Yeah, I need to point out, it's not Lauren's fault, by the way. It's something to do with our 4G connection.
Oh, here we go, Mins on the inside, and they're going to run side by side. Finn Buck has held the inside line for the next apex, and that's enough to allow Spearing to come through into second place. Brilliant reactions there from Tom Spearing. Realised that the gap was going to open up, slotted his car to the inside. Mins dives through, tries to get back through on the inside at Luna, but he just didn't have the traction to carry it through the left-hander. Great racing in Minimax. They're trying to upstage the juniors and seniors the way this is going. Here comes Spearing through to the lead, taking Mins with him. Finn Buck goes from first to third in a heartbeat.
Fantastic racing. This is one of the best racing circuits in the country. It's got overtaking at virtually every corner. This is Dunlop Bend out onto Paddock Straight towards Paddock Bend, and this is another classic overtaking opportunity, and Mins takes it. Does Buck push him through? He does.
And now Noah Wolf is trying to come in round the outside, but he's in danger of losing out to his teammate. He just about hangs on in front of Jack West, but look at this train. It's an absolute cavalry as they run round this course. And now how much progress has Finn Leslie made? Well, he's about to get into 22nd position past Turner, so he gets through. He's got a lot of ground still to make up, but the big thing is that he's got time to do it. Up on the inside, Spearing's going for Noah Wolf. Thank you very much. That'll be third place for the young Argenti ace, doing a great job.
In terms of the championship, Noah Wolf pretty much got this one tied up, Jake. Back on board here with Finn Leslie, and the 99. He's battling. He don't care we're battling for 22nd, but that's just as important for me.
Yeah, fair play to Zach Turner. He's just taken his way back past a championship contender. Not bad at all for Zach Turner. That's a proper feather in the cap. A little further on into the race, and we can see that Sebastian Mins dueling it out. Finn Buck is now back into second place, of course. Battle for third right behind is going to get very close now. This is going to be the slipstream effect for Finn Buck. And look, he is edging Sebastian Mins. Look, he's not overtaking him. He's sitting behind him. He wants to pull away from the 6 or 7 drivers right in behind them.
That's what he was saying to him. When he saw Mins look, he was giving Mins the signal to say, yeah, don't worry, I'm playing the game with you. Let's push away and get away from those. Don't worry about me overtaking you at the moment. Let's get away from these behind and then battle for the win. That's what he was saying to him.
But they haven't reckoned without the two boys in blue, black and white. They are pushing on a little further on into this race. Zane Quaker bangs in the fastest lap. Finn Buck still hanging on to second place, but he's got two Argentis right up his exhaust pipe at the moment. Josh Graham is the one who has worked his way up into third position, and Graham suddenly senses, do you know what? I can win this. And Buck realises his determination, takes the lead himself. Right, we can't wait around anymore. Goodness me, Sebastian Mins, look how physical his body is. He is thrown left and right in the kart. He's only just hanging on to it. He's very, very wayward in the kart as he goes through the apexes. Look how much more of a lean he's got in that kart compared to everybody else. And I've been asking drivers about this both in Europe and here in the UK. That is not tactical. That is pure G-force that they are trying to wrestle with.
Well, you say that. He's got it looks to me like he's got a James Bean style of driving. My son adopted a similar sort of style of driving based on what James Bean was doing.
Oh, here he goes.
James coached him.
Mins is up the inside, Graham's going to go with him. So back down to third again. That's the second time in this race that Finley Buck has gone from first to third in the first corner without any hesitation. Finn Leslie is just gunning his way through the field. He's picking them off like raisins. He's just got two drivers into one corner as he continues to make as much progress as possible. He's in the thick of the midfield. His next target is going to be Jack Thompson, so he is working his way through. But Finley Buck now tucks up behind Josh Graham. Running out of time for the killer overtaking move to get into the lead past Sebastian Mins, who goes a little bit loose out of Luna Bend. Josh Graham will use that opportunity to try and build up the run as they go down the main straight. Last lap begins. Can Josh Graham find his way through? A little bit of gesticulation from Tom Spearing. Was that frustration or was that tactical to try and get Noah Wolf to hurry up? There's a little bit too much curb from Mins and Graham. That brings Finley Buck right onto their toe. And if there's any chance at all from Noah Wolf, here he comes. Fourth position, he's closing in on them. Graham protects his line from Finn Buck into the inside of Paddock Bend. He still feels there might be one last chance to open up the taps and steal the win from Sebastian Mins. But what a way to end his season. Finn Buck trying to keep Noah Wolf at bay. Wolf might finish off the podium, but he is going to seal the championship. Whatever happens here, Spearing will follow in tow. But Sebastian Mins, it took him all season to get the win at Clay Pigeon. Now he's done it 2 in a row in front of Josh Graham, Finley Buck, Noah Wolf and Tom Spearing. Great racing to end the Minimax bout. Excellent season comes to an end, and it is a very worthy top 3 drivers in the standings and a very worthy podium here at Three Sisters in Wigan. Clean racing, hard, no nonsense racing though throughout, and some great performances. It's a win for Sebastian Mins, 11 places made up for Josh Graham, ahead of Finn Buck, Noah Wolf and Tom Spearing from Walker, Hartley, West, and the man who made up the most places, Zane Quaker, up 15 places to 9th. Fair play from Dan Kilpatrick as well. He made up 9 to round out the top 10.
What a race there in the Minimax Super Final. The man that started on pole took the checkered flag, Seb Mins from KR Sport. Well done to him, but oh boy, did he have to work for it. It was all going on in those last few laps. It finished up though. Joshua Graham, the Argentine man, car 88, getting second. Well done from way back. A low start for him on the grid. I forget where he was, but certainly not in the front rows of that grid. And then in third place, Finley Buck. Well done to him, kart number 31. Noah Wolf, though, a little bit further down the order than in fourth. A great race here to round out what's been a fantastic season for our Minimax racers. Here's what Seb had to say when we caught up with him at the podium.
Seb, I guess for you, wins are like buses. They come along one after the other. Clay Pigeon last time and here at Three Sisters. So great end to the season. You've come up slightly short, second place in the championship. Disappointed?
Yeah, it's only by a couple of points, so I'm quite happy with it, but I think I could have won it, so it's all right.
Okay, and who's responsible for the success you've had this season?
I would like to thank my mechanic, my team, Jay and Steve, Ash, my mum, my dad, my sister, all my sponsors, just everybody who helped me.
Josh, I'm guessing last race of the season in Minimax. Obviously it's been retitled for next year, but looking at the length of you, how tall you are, I'm guessing you're not going to be in this class next year, are you?
Yeah, we definitely have to move up, but it'll be a great challenge next year for Junior Max. So
yeah, it will be. There's no doubt about it.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and staying with Argenti, I guess.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But
okay.
Pretty sure we are.
And who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Argenti Motorsport, Kart Republic Chassis, Ogden Race Engines, Danny Sweeney, Rob Meadows, my dad, and everyone else.
Finley, a lot of action in that Minimax Super Final. Can you talk us through some of it?
Oh yeah. So started pushing Mins, tried to get a gap behind, and then Mins came through, so did Graham, and then they defended for the last few laps and couldn't get past, and ended up finishing third.
Third place, happy with that though for the last round of the season, I guess?
Yeah, first podium at season, so I've got to be happy with that.
Okay, who do you want to thank?
Ultimate R, especially Ben, Jordan from Force Motorsport for power, my mum, and especially my dad for help getting me here and being my mechanic.
A great end to the season. It's been a long time coming, it seems, but Noah Wolf finally seals the title in the UKC Minimax. Sebastian Minns and Finn Leslie have been worthy adversaries all season long. Josh Graham ended his year strong, as did Tom Spearing, with Liam Hartley, Finn Buck and Harry Bartle picking up the pieces in 22.